Yeah, I'm not gonna make you wait 10 minutes. It's for the intro. So, streaming is hard. Um, for this episode, we went through about 2 hours of content before I finally realized my mic wasn't on. It was on for Discord, but in OBS, something on the mic updated and it went to a new address, and it didn't leave a forwarding address for OBS, and I just, in my prep, I didn't bother or checking that the little green bar was actually moving when I was speaking. It's moving now. See, I'm learning. So streaming is hard. So we have about 2 hours of content of me miming and the players is reacting to it. So quick summary of what happened. So the Gungnir shows up in the system, and the Achilles shows up hot on their tail, and the Achilles actually enters in and blowing up Tholian in Reaver or in half, because they're awesome and I like heroic entrances. And then the party kind of had two objectives on hand. One was down on the base, down on the planet, and there was the base in this Y class environment, so they had to go down there in EVA suits and lead this assault. And then the second objective was, as there's a Tholian fleet that was kind of hanging out by the sun, and then they were maneuvering and doing things in the background. And most precedently was as the fact that during their warp jump, the Gungnir dragged subspace Kraken out of subspace, and it was actively attacking them and just anyone else in the region. It was being quite annoying. As for the ground assault, they landed. They were kind of in this box in valley, and there were transport ord inhibitors and a shield, over this valley. So they had to land outside and kind of walk their way in. But as they walked their way in, they realized that there were anti-personnel mortars in the area, and they were just launching mortars and bombarding the team. And after every round, they had to make a difficulty 3 fitness security check and to dive out of the way, and it was super intense. Actually, literally, the mortars had the intense quality on it. So, they landed, and they decided to beam down on a first squad, and then they're gonna have runabouts come in right after them, kind of set up a base camp for them. But as the shuttles were going out and Ross was in one of the shuttles, the Kraken reached out and smacked one of the shuttles and just completely decimated it. So this runabout is basically tumbling through the atmosphere uncontrolled. Ross barely manages to pull off a miracle, hold the thing together, and they crash land in the wrong zone. They're in another valley network a couple miles away. So, the away team has none of the support they expected. They're under attack by mortars that they didn't expect, and things are getting worse and worse for them. And we end at cutting. Yeah, we cut to a new scene where they cut back to space, and that's where we take off. So, here is the show. I hope you enjoy it. And streaming is hard. Make sure you do all your checks before stream. Author, do your checks.
see. That man is not at risk of dying, but he's not able to help right now. And with that, let's return into orbit as things sadly are already going to hit the fan. Back in space. Taking a momentum. You see that the shuttle Erickson has somewhat landed.
Any landing you can walk away from.
Any landing you can walk away from. But you do notice that, hey, there is a creature boiling out of subspace. And it's right next to you. And you have a couple weavers coming in, and these spinners are going off in a certain direction. And it is at that point that you see yet another ship coming out of the sun. Coming out of the glare of the sun. Hey, direct your attention to the Scale 9 Tholian Tarantula class.
Captain, there's another ship on sensors.
Oh no.
It is, it's big.
What's the scale of a tarantula class?
It is a Scale 9 vessel. It is
really
twice. It is twice as big as the Sovereign.
Really,
2
really big,
kilometers long. You guys are maybe 500 meters across.
Okay, Helm, plot a course and follow the Achilles.
You're not gonna be able to do that quite yet, as I'm spending you threat to get the jump on you.
It's basically the size, not to make a cross-genre reference, it's basically the size of the Executor.
Yeah, pretty much. During security and Haja. That is a hit.
Who's ready to go on a suicide run at their command deck?
As a hit, gain momentum.
It hit the Kraken tentacle? Oh wow, how fortuitous.
Oh, come on. Reroll.
That's enough effects, don't you think?
No. Oh, wait. This thing's also scale 5, so I need... Because this is a creature, this kind of has weird effects. I have to modify the sheet a bit. So 2. All right, so additional 4 dice. This is going well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that do any damage to you?
Okay, do we still got the resistance from
Yes, you still have the resistance, so I haven't managed to hit you yet.
resistance is at 12.
Okay. I'm not willing to spend any for that as the tentacle lashes out and tries to wrap around you, but just slides off the shield. You can maneuver if you want.
That's what you get, Space Kraken.
Okay, so we have a choice: fighting the space kraken, or instead forget about that temporarily and assist the Achilles with fighting this Tholian fleet.
Well, I'm good.
Do we know how or why the Space Kraken has emerged from subspace to attack us?
It's a predator.
It's an apex predator. The Fallen and before this has encountered it before. It is basically just a random creature that comes out of subspace every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
and
does the Kraken initiate its emergence from the subspace, or is it sort of a hole opens and it walks through it, kind of a...
It emerges from subspace, but the hole is just big enough for it. So
I mean, it has to return to subspace, right? That's its natural environment.
yes.
Is there any way to hurry it along its return path?
We do got
maybe.
a ton of biological data on it, so probably.
That sounds like an advantage. Would you like to take a roll to figure that out?
Sure.
Yeah, do that.
Elder, do you remember how we dealt with the last one? I can't remember exactly.
Quantum torpedoes.
Quantum torpedoes down its gullet, specifically.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was brute force or we figured out something.
No,
It was brute force.
We exploded it.
But hey, it's a species, so there's more of one of them.
Well, Patterson's taking his cues from Sorrel, and he's going to try to science it.
All right. Let's see. Kind of under pressure here. And you're specifically thinking of a way to drive it away from normal space, correct? That's kind of the angle we're going for.
Yeah. Maybe
Collapse the
make it a little uncomfortable here. Go home, tentacle creature.
I'm gonna make this difficulty 4 just because.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this difficulty a 4. Normally be 5, but you do have biological data on this, and computer science can help because you have previous data on it.
I wish I could use my Cochrane Certificate of Discovery, but Sorrel's on the planet, so that's not available to us. Well, got some bolts. Let's give you some thread. Spin to 4.
Okay.
Genetics is a focus.
Increased complication. You have to apply the genetics to figure out behavior.
Okay. We'll take the increase in the comp. A comp 2.
Yep.
Okay. Rerolling the comp.
Blast. Okay. But we do succeed. And you have +1. 1 momentum generated. Do you have a means of getting rid of that complication?
Calder, can you help on a complication like that, or is that one of your leadership things?
did not involve the computer expertise. No, I don't have any talents, I think, that apply. Calder, do you have anything? Captain.
Yes.
We have a complication that we would like to get rid of. Do you have any means of doing so?
Doesn't Patterson have a determination?
I think I spent it. I did.
Yep.
I'm gonna give him my determination then.
All right. I'm gonna spend that to the value of there's no such thing as the unknown, only things temporarily hidden, temporarily not understood.
That would definitely fit.
Well, there we go. No complication.
All right. You do have. One is just the brute force method. You could punch it enough that it figures that you are not good prey, and it'll just go away. Another thing you can do, possibly, is you can generate a dissonant subspace field with your warp coils that would be uncomfortable for it and force it to dive deeper into subspace.
All right.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, Patterson will communicate that to the captain.
Problem with if the subspace resonance, in theory, that's going to be in a stun task, and the engineer is only going to be able to get one task done at a time. But possible. Would you like to know about that extended task?
I mean, I think it's worthwhile simply because we've got this massive other threat that will probably require weapons.
Okay, how... can you show us the extended task table so we can know how hard it's going to be?
Yep. Text. White. And not that big. Difficulty is 4, magnitude 3, resistance, yeah, resistance is going to be pretty high because there's an issue that subspace is already all stirred up just because of the presence of the Kraken. So creating a subspace field is going to be really hard to do.
Can we rely upon our previous experience with manipulating the subspace waves to, reduce that difficulty?
For 2 momentum or 2 threat, you could bring that in as an advantage.
All right. Well, 1 and 1 then.
All right. You have an advantage of previous subspace ace theories.
Okay, and I think if I do this right, and if we let the Kraken go, well, NPCs go first. We could use the next 2 rounds, well, the next 2 turns to have like 3 attempts at this, in theory.
Okay.
In theory.
Okay.
Do you want to pass it over to the bad guys now?
Yes.
Okay. The Kraken is going to move. And extra minor action. It is going to create a tentacle. And it's going to slap the Achilles. That is a hit. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage to the Achilles.
8 resistance.
So 3 damage total. But any contest for the next round is plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as you are grappled.
Oh no.
The tentacle has a grab of you.
I mean, I didn't say it could touch my ass.
No,
Bad
this
touch. Bad touch.
this is a very bad touch.
Yeah, Krakens don't believe in consent.
Is he touching my no-no square?
I'm not going to answer that.
Good call.
Let's see, what else can I do?
Why don't you bring that big boy over here?
I think we're gonna send the Kraken to HR. I think that's what we're gonna do.
Spin it to Swift.
Yeah, sadly the Kraken works for Blizzard.
I get that.
All right, I'm just gonna spend to make this happen. And in a non-combat sense, but the I'm on my wrong layers. I'm all over the place. The spinners get into this intervening square. This is interplanetary space, and they begin drawing the ever-famous Tholian web.
I figured that. Just waiting for it to happen.
And where are they making this web?
Extreme range from you. Like this is like in between orbits of planets.
So what's between there? Like, is there a visual of this?
Yeah, you're able to bring up what the web is. Notably, they're not englobing anything. They're just making a sheet.
I'm going to relay this info to the Achilles.
They're trying to make this square this passage impassable. And notably, the tarantula is not. It's not moving, but it is turning, and its vector is not towards you guys. Oh, too close. All right, enemies. That's enemy's turn. Player's turn. The Achilles, you are currently grappled by a tentacle. It is all up in your business.
That sounds like its problem, not mine.
It is its problem. You can target it if you want.
I mean, I could. Or I could decide, as it's a new scene, that I'm going to rally.
You could rally.
Oh wait. Before you actually do your turn, about my plan to potentially do 3 goals for this control engineering check with left. If that's okay with you, Pend.
Hey, I don't mind taking the back seat. I'm just waiting for people to make a move.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
All
I
right,
would
so
like
we're
you-
going to do this roll.
Yeah, first I'm going to direct left. And burn my pike metal. So my assist is an automatic +2.
All right, left has a difficulty 4 control engineering task. Assisted by engines.
Okay, give me a minute to check something.
So when you burn a metal, it kills the metal, but you get that advantage. Is that how that works?
Yeah. Basically, some metals have limited usage per episode. Oh, I forgot to put the work.
Yeah, mine is pretty much once per session. I can make my direct a automatic crit. Okay, where is the ship? Because I think it might have a trait that'll help. Would Spear of the Fleet help?
Talk me into it.
How about Frontier Defender?
That I'll take. This is definitely a threat that you only find on the frontier.
Okay, does it have a comp?
Does not have a comp range yet.
Okay, then I'll decrease the difficulty.
But now that you mention it, yeah, we're kind of coming up with this on the spot. Complication 2.
Okay, then make that comp 1 then.
Comp 1 to 4.
Yes. Take a third GM if I'd love to have a third dice.
Okay.
We're rolling one of the zeros.
And
Wait,
engines engineering.
okay.
That just hits it.
Okay.
All right. Left can roll 7 challenge dice.
Yeah, okay.
One,
5
2,
hits.
3, 4, 5. You have resistance 4.
1 hit.
1 work done.
I'm going to spend 2 to keep the initiative.
Oops.
Does that still lower the? Or do you have to overcome the resistance to get the lowering effects?
You have to get at 5. You have to get at 5 or more or work on the track.
Work. So if there's resistance that takes it away, then just
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Yep. We're not getting any far with this. That resistance is brutal, but you could create advantages to help punch through that.
Go ahead.
Would assistant engineer for left's trait help?
I'm going to say that's making this possible. Oh, that he even has the authority and know-how to even pull this off.
Okay, so keeping the initiative to have a left go,
Okay.
and he's going to swing at it again. This time, take 3 threat for 4 dice.
Just barely get it.
Oh wait. There should be 2 more momentum because I rolled daring, and left has 2 more in control.
Okay.
So let's roll that 7 dice again.
Okay. Oh, also the engineering to assist.
Oh yeah.
Blast.
Kill it with momentum.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are doing all of 2 work this round. You just left is trying to get this done, but there is too much theory and not enough practice is to get this done and quickly, and he is making up the math as he goes along.
Can Patterson help him with this?
Patterson can make advantages is to help.
Okay, yeah. So Patterson is just delving into Sorrel's notes on the subspace phenomenon and using that to help direct the engineer in his efforts.
All right. I'm gonna get a little fast and loose with this. That was your round. Bad guy's turn.
Yeah, because I imagine that there's like 3 more hours if we wanted to get this done.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get a little fast and loose with the turn order.
Yeah, maybe attempt to make this more cinematic and less turn based.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I overestimate how long combat it takes, but this
time. That's just a thing.
That's just a thing. This is Weaver is going to push in, and it is going to take a attack pattern.
No, is it attack pattern Delta?
Nope, just attack pattern Alpha.
Okay, all right.
I mean, to be fair, if it's not successful, it's a
I mean, if it was Omicron, we just need to run. But it's Alpha, okay.
All right, it has an attack pattern. I gain a threat. Spending 2 to swift. And I'm gonna shoot at the Achilles. Unfortunately, the tentacle doesn't make you easy to hit. So,
You mean fortunately, it does not do that.
Yeah, fortunately. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go for our torpedoes and full salvo.
And it hits the tentacle. Oh man, that's great. That's awesome.
It might. Yeah.
Hey, if these guys don't finish me off in one shot, there's going to be hell to pay.
That's a hit. And
Could have killed me when you had the chance.
okie day.
Oh. That's not right.
Oh no. That's
No,
gonna
that's fine.
you're on fire and you're gonna be on fire for a while. One,
Yeah, that's
2,
not bad.
3,
That's-
4, 5, 6.
That's a
7,
breach.
11, 12, 13 damage. Minus 8, that's at least 5 damage.
Yep, that's exactly what you needed to give me a breach.
Yay! And you are gonna be taking 2 new damage to your shields for the next 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, for the next while. You are on fire.
Yeah, that's fine.
Until you can deal with it.
I'm still in a good shape. So where's the breach going?
I have a breach table. I thought I did.
Hydroponics. It's hydroponics. Come on, hydroponics.
It is not hydroponics.
Dang it.
Weapon
not
systems.
weapons. Not
Nah.
weapons.
Not the weapons.
It's only a single breach.
No, devastating attack's not gonna do anything. So, ever.
Like, I'm not trying to be flippant here, but the Achilles is designed to get hit by shit.
Okay. This Weaver's is moving in and looks like a swinger on the planet. And notably, the tarantula is moving south. Away from you guys.
Your confidence is reassuring.
Yes.
Why are they moving away?
Yeah, I'll just give it to player's turn. And we can break order, so whoever wants to go next.
Would you like me to get rid of these two weavers?
Yes.
Okay, I'll have. Let's know. First off, I will rally because I need momentum for Tachman.
Presence command of 0.
Take a threat, please. I'll spend my second momentum generating medal and spend the 2 from that to Swift. So that means we've still got 5 in the pool for this.
Yes, you do. All right.
GM, they're both the same distance, you pick.
Wait, I pick which one you're shooting at?
Yeah, you pick. They're both the same distance. I'll let you choose which one goes down first.
North one.
Sure, fine by me. And I will direct Ensign Akira to unload a salvo of quantum torpedoes.
Generating 3 threat from the salvo order.
He will spend 1 momentum.
Excellent.
I will re-roll 1. I will re-roll 1 again because he has 2 re-rolls due to talents.
Oh, he has cautious and the precision targeting.
Yes, he does.
Yes. I have the
Now
same
for the-
trick on Wednesday.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh, shits and giggles. I'll just minor the breach on weapons.
Yeah, minor breach weapons, and also you have the trait for not having to calibrate quantums.
Yep, and I also have Starship Sharpshooter.
Yep.
And now for my assist. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think I've reduced it down to a diff 3, so we gain 1 from that.
Yep. You may fire when ready.
Okay, and again, these are high yield, vicious 1, piercing 1, and devastating. And these are, for the salvo, these are spread, not area.
Yep.
I'll spend 1 to reroll the other 3.
One. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, that's kind of disappointing. Only 12.
2, 3. And 3 piercing. So 12 minus 4. I math occasionally, I swear.
8.
8.
So that's 2 from the high yield on the first hit.
Yep. So that's 1 for each. 2 for each from the high yield. And then we're doing spread, so half the damage again. That is enough to knock out their shield, and that is not 5 or more. But you do knock out their shields. So high yield again. It's 4 breaches.
And devastating.
5 breaches. Boom.
I will then have the ensign swift task. So I'll spend 2 momentum, please.
2 momentum. So this is gonna be difficulty 4. I'm gonna boost this up diff 5.
Oh, sorry, this isn't swift. This would technically be
keep.
keeping. Yeah.
Okay. Difficulty increase still stands diff 4.
Okay. Marksman or sharpshooter would take it down to a 3.
Yep.
Yeah, spend 1 momentum, please. Rerolling 1. And the ship. So we gain 2 from that roll. And I'll spend 1 to reroll the 2.
I think you got it.
Yeah, I'm making sure.
I think you got it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. No resistance. So you blew through their shields, 5 or more damage, plus high yield, and then you spread. Yep. Yeah, that wasn't even close. That was rude.
And if that's the case, I will swift task with 1 and 1.
Okay.
And I'll have him fire the phasers at the Kraken. And I'll help the Gungnir out. I'll aim for their Kraken leg first.
Okay. With phasers, kind of a long shot. 1, 2. Difficulty 3 up to diff 4, or because of swift.
Down to 3 due to sharpshooter.
Yes.
I'll spend 1 momentum, please. Am I able to precision target the tentacle?
It doesn't have subsystems.
It was worth a go.
It is a creature. That is a hit.
Killing. So we gain 1 from that.
But you have a complication.
We do.
Go ahead and roll that beautiful damage.
Yeah, I think it would be the array at this distance, correct?
Yes.
I'll spend 1 versatile to reroll.
Okay.
I think I'll put the other one into piercing.
Okay, and that knocks out 2 resistance, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yes. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 5 resistance minus 3, 12 minus 3 is 9. That is enough damage. You injure the tentacle and it lets go and dives back into subspace. However, as part of that complication, 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage to the Gungnir. You still have those shields up, don't you?
So what's the total damage again?
10 damage, and it's directly at you.
We use just all of that.
Yep. We got 2 more than that.
Piercing 1, piercing 2,
I mean, to be
piercing
fair,
4.
I already made the attack piercing if you just want to take it from that.
Yep. So piercing 4. No, wait. It's just piercing 1, not penetrating.
No, it's just piercing 1.
Piercing 1. All right, so minus 5 resistance. And it's on that attack. Now does it get through?
Yeah, because that brings us back to 7, so it takes 3 damage.
3, 4, 5. So that is a breach. Yay!
Well, roll it up, and we lose that +5 to the shields.
Yep.
He stopped trying to hit us and hit us.
Oh, come on, roll. So your sensors errors have been hit.
No, not the sensors.
Not the sensors. As in order to get a clean shot on you, the Achilles took a wide slice and some of the phaser hit your shields. But you are free of the tentacle. And back aboard the Gungnir, we are trying to do something incredibly silly, aren't we?
Trying.
Wait, that was your turn. Kraken's gonna do something now. Hey, buddy, that hurt. Let's see, minor action.
Don't make me come in there.
Hey, you shot me. That hurt. I don't like that. Minor action, here's a tentacle, and the Kraken and comes up from subspace. Dun dun dun.
Oh, you have a much better target now.
Yep.
I just need the Gungnir to pull its own weight in a firefight, and we should be fine.
One who accidentally destroys
Ooh.
things is on the planet.
2, 3. Sure.
Can I also mention there's a tentacle holding onto a ship that's on fire?
Yes. Which is doubly why it's angry at you. Because you are hurting it. It is not very bright.
Heard it.
Alright, gain 2 on top of that. And... hey, it's gonna bite you.
Well, okay then.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So -6 resistance.
That puts me at 2.
And I'm gonna spin to reroll. Alright, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage at 2 resistance. So 11 damage to your shields. Do you still have
I think I'm
shields?
Of course I still have shields.
Of course you do. One damage to engines as the subspace ace Kraken literally comes up and bites at you on the nacelle.
Oh, I need to roll some challenge dice. I've taken 2 breaches.
Yes.
It's the first time I've had a chance to do that in either game.
What's happening?
Oh, the piezoelectric thing.
Oh!
Oh my god. So
Is
that's
that a
4
bad
power. You generate 4 power from those breaches.
When you hit me, it makes me stronger.
I didn't expect to be on this end of that talent. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm going to do next? I'm going to
fire.
pull power into the phases.
Yeah, I kind of figured. All right. Gungnir, you have a giant extended task to do.
Screw the extended task. Zogor. Quantums.
Yeah. Quantums in its face. Got it.
Quantum's in the face. Are we doing a full spread?
Yeah.
No, we might risk hitting Pend.
Oh.
Full salvo?
Yeah.
You can directly target it. But yeah, recognize that the Kraken's in close range with the Achilles.
Okay, actually, we could prevent a good chunk of the increased comp because of Frontier Defender and Spear of the Fleet.
I will take both of those.
Okay.
So we're going full spread.
Yes.
All right. Generate 3 threat just from escalating the fight. Although, granted, this is necessary.
Yep.
Diff 3.
Spend a momentum for a 3rd dice to proc bold.
Hold.
Why is he doing my job? I was playing. Zogor.
Sorry.
Yeah. This is my character for space battles.
And then weapon
Yeah.
security.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have a threat for bold and tactical systems as a focus. Oh, it's con 3.
Yeah, just because of the proximity. Who knows what can happen if you complicate on this?
Take a couple more threat.
I mean, we do have 2 traits, which gives us 2 advantages.
You do have 2 traits. Ain't that apply? How would you like to apply those traits?
Let's knock the complication down on on them. Let's use both of them for the complication.
Okay, comp 1.
Oh yeah, Zogar has a ability. If he spends a minor action to aim, he could reroll one dice and give the attack an extra piercing.
Can you aim in space?
No, you can't aim in space, but if you have precision targeting, you get a reroll and piercing.
Yeah,
oh,
that's,
precision targeting. Yeah.
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 Because that's what the tattoo band uses.
I mean, there's not really subsystems, but you can aim at
there's
control.
a face and there's tentacles.
Yep, there's a
the
face
main
too.
body.
Yeah.
I mean, also, can they aim for the subsystem called Not Achilles?
Subsystem, not Achilles.
But I really like the idea of aiming for the subsystem Achilles.
Yeah, you can aim at the eye or something, and yeah, aim at like sensor subsystems, finger quotes, and it'll work the same.
Yeah, the same for
It's a
size.
creature in space combat.
Yeah,
The rules are a little fuzzy, but yeah, you can subsystem
Fun.
target.
Yes, onwards and downwards.
Onwards and downwards. Curses. 2 momentum generated. Roll that beautiful damage.
Want me to do all the damage because I already have the weapon?
Go for it. Let's go ahead and re-roll those 3.
Yep.
Go ahead. 6, 10. Yeah,
Wait.
that's it.
Ignore that too.
I'll take the first 3. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Minus 5, that is 8. And hey, that is actually enough to give it an injury.
Oh yeah, half damage. 2 momentum.
Half damage to devastating attack.
Yes.
All right. Sure, I'll delete that. So that is 13. Half is 6.
And don't forget that the attack also has a piercing.
Piercing 1. All right, so 1 extra damage. Not enough for a second injury, but I'm spending 2 to keep up. Because I'm not done with you yet.
Fun. Could we use start to swift task? Do it again?
For two threat, you can swift.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Wait, didn't you add the 2 momentum for the 5 successes?
We had 3. I spent 1, and then you just spent 2 to do the devastating.
Yeah, well, I meant did we have 3 before or after the goal?
That was after the roll.
Had 1 before.
Oh, okay.
So two threat.
All right.
I think we're doing. Do you want to?
Oops, that was the wrong.
I don't think we can. Well, also, you want to give the GM more a third. Do you want to do more quantums?
Yeah.
More quantums it is. And
Is
this
it-
is difficulty 4 task. You're kind of at suboptimal range, and you're swifting.
What the hell is that?
Okay.
It's a kraken.
Standard. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Kraken. It just came out of subspace. Now
All
it's
of that
easy
is
to
the
kill it.
Kraken?
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
these things as well, because it is multi-dimensional.
Okay.
Okay, so it's standard comp or increased?
Standard comp.
Okay. I have tactical systems and focus, and I'm giving you 3 threat for 4 die.
And the 2 traits still apply, so it's pretty much the same combat as last time.
Yeah, you still have the two traits. And so, no, you don't have the increased complication because I spent for that. So difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. I still want to go with the 3 threat. Let's
Yep.
get some more momentum on the board. Onwards and downwards.
Give me a sec.
Definitely heading in a direction.
Yay! We're firing on each other.
Oh wait, doesn't
You
uh,
You said
You
you
generated 2
difficulty
momentum.
too.
Do you want to
Yeah.
quash that?
wait a minute?
Yeah,
I want to double check something because I think Zogar has.
I have fold. Can that be used
well,
for the ship?
No, that can't be used for the
Yeah,
ship.
Okay. So, yeah, I have. I didn't say that I was using precision targeting though. It's probably same roll, so same target.
No, I thought Zogar had computer's expertise.
No.
Yeah, so let's squash that.
Okay. You sure? You don't have to.
Yes, we will because
You're not getting a comp when we're fighting the Kraken while it's trying to eat the Achilles.
Corbidian's gonna hate me. Put scratches on his poor ship.
It's
You
not
lit
like
it
you've done
on
any real
fire.
damage.
I've done
It's
a
on-
little.
It's on fire and it has bite marks.
All
that
right,
doesn't
roll
buff
the
right out.
damage.
Okay.
I'm still fine.
Eight damage.
Two, 4, 6, 7. A little more. Oh, and you have the piercing?
No, we didn't block the precision targeting.
Okay. Yeah, because that would affect the difficulty. Okay. You got some damage on it, but you are just pissing it off.
I mean, you can also spend threat to re-roll and pump damage.
Oh, yeah, we can. Do you want to do
Let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go the 4 dice.
Curses.
That's 14 damage.
14 damage minus is the 5 is 9. That is enough for an injury. No, I'm not doing this. 2, 3. I'm spending 3 threat to spend a determination. I'm an apex predator.
Hey, are we in talks with each other, the Achilles and the Gungnir?
Yeah. Yeah, you have short range communication.
Okay, I'd like to give the tactical officer a determination.
Zogar, you have a determination now.
Yay.
You can spend it for an immediate action.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we already.
So at this point, Chip, how much do you hate me? Just breaking your toy.
It's not the first time I've broken this toy, so so yeah, the Kraken itself is just angry.
No, let's keep breaking the Kraken.
Okay.
I'm
so-
definitely aiming for its eyes again.
Go for it. Difficulty E3 with phasers, 4 with torpedoes. And you
No,
have
because
2
you-
advantages. You have 2 traits to apply to this.
We're gonna
Yeah,
keep
plus-
hitting it up with the torpedoes.
Plus, the difficulty doesn't go up because it's just a straight extra action, not a swift.
Yes, that's the thing. So 2 for phasers, 3 for or torpedoes.
Going with the torpedoes again.
So a diff 1 task.
Diff 1.
No, don't worry. He's still getting these 3 threat. Tactical systems as they focus.
Yep. Do you want extra dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent
3 extra.
3 threat. Yeah.
All right.
I want that momentum gen.
I mean, we gotta stop giving him threat because he's just keeping it up.
I mean, up until the point where it fills its stress track.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, because this thing is a creature, so you feel a stress act. That's gonna be extra. Yeah, it's extra injury, so it does injury track, not quite a breach track.
Okay, I'm gonna go roll that torpedo damage.
Or do I need to roll for the ship first?
Yep, ship assist.
Regolling those 5.
You don't have to.
You want to?
Yeah.
Fine.
This toy is not going to be allowed to stay on the field for very long.
9 damage.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
With
wait.
piercing 1?
Yeah.
Yep. Because I targeted its eyes.
Yes. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 damage. Minus 4. That is 5 damage, and you filled its stress S track, but it is a massive creature, so it only takes injuries on 8 or more damage. But that is
Okay,
1 extra injury past what it can take. You have killed it as the torpedo volley slams into the side of the thing. It burrows into his eye socket and blows its skull up.
We just went 2 for 52 with killing it with quantums.
Yep, 2 for 2 for killing a crackhead with quantums. How do you feel?
Powerful.
Good. Because as you were dealing with the Kraken, things were happening in the background. Because we are moving into a more cinematic space. The web has encompassed this entire lane. It is completely impassable by your ships unless you can find a way to get past their web, which so far no one has.
I mean, can't we just do this?
You can, but that's a long way around.
I mean,
The
yeah.
web keeps getting bigger.
Yep, because they've been drawing it. And the...
Gotta admire their industriousness.
And the tarantula is burning hard down here.
Okay. All ahead. So, Achilles, all ahead, head full towards the subspace distortion device.
Sure, sounds good for me.
Because they're going to get there first. Meanwhile, on the surface, Rust, you just made a hard landing. Rust made hard landing. The rest of the party has been bombarded by quantums. Vera, you are on top of the cliff. You are hidden, and you're ready to make a run towards this encampment.
Time for Metal Gear Vera.
Metal Gear Vera. Do you want a box? No, actually, a box wouldn't help here. You would need like a holographic rock.
No, the box only helps for Klingons.
Yep. So,
The
Vera,
box
you want
also
to...
holds the pack lids.
So,
You
Vera,
could
you want to
right-click on the forehead
run
thing,
over
but-
into this guy and give him what for?
Yep. Just try to. If he's close enough to the edge, I'll just push him. But if I can, but that would be a lot more noise than I'd like. I'd like to take him out silently if I can.
Okay, so you're trying to sneak up. I'm gonna say it's diff 3, and you're trying to do this is silently not get caught. Complication 3, because if you complicate, well, they're gonna notice.
Right. Same focus as before. And we'll go with giving you a threat.
One threat.
Yeah, just one threat.
Cool. You manage to get over there, or sneakily. You are able to attack them, and they are none the wiser.
A cinematic attack, or am I making a roll with the one of my weapons here?
You would still have to make an attack. So are you going melee or phaser?
I think phaser on sun would be better. Yeah. So my other weapon's a knife.
Yeah. If you go knife, it's going to be an opposed roll. So
All right.
depend-
Yeah. So
up to you.
Phaser.
And this is an ensign. All right. Control security difficulty 2. Are you still trying to make your presence unknown? Trying to stay hidden even after the shot.
Yes. I'm trying to be as quiet about this as possible to get a chance to actually fire the mortar at the other mortars.
Control security, difficulty 3, and 1. Comp 3.
Alrighty.
Plus 1 because you're an EVA suit.
Okay. I will. I'm going to use my. No, I'll just give you 1 threat and 2 momentum.
Okay. That is a hit and 2 momentum generated. Go ahead and roll that damage. Would you like to charge or phaser with anything? Vicious, intense, piercing, I believe are the standard.
Piercing would be best for this case for stunning him, right? So I'm not too familiar with this
stunning,
part yet.
if you want to stun them and make sure that they hit the ground and stay down, intense will probably be best, because that means that for every effect you roll, it's +1 threat for me to keep them up.
Alrighty, let's do that then.
Okay.
So I just hit this button right here.
Yep. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. And hey, look at that. I don't have resistance. Yep. You managed to stun him, and the Tholian collapses is out of its seat.
Awesome. 2 momentum to swift task and try to fire the mortar on let's say on the one that the lieutenant's on. That seems the more dangerous one to take care of.
we'll get back to you on that. We're not quite doing full turn orders, but as you were, yeah, we're going a bit more cinematic to speed things up. So before you're able to get into the seats, these Tholian ensigns rush up and start opening fire on Terrell. And you guys should totally have pistols.
Tavel or Tavel, right?
Tavel.
Did you say Tavel?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I was adding something to sheet. There we go. And difficulty 2. Getting that and threat back. Five damage, but I'm gonna spend 1 to reroll. Come on, someone get down. Aha, 8 damage -1. That's 7 damage to Javel. Your stress does reset since last scene.
Okay.
So that is an injury. Do you wish to resist that?
Yes.
2 threat or 2 momentum?
I'll use the momentum.
As a bunch of Tholians rush up on you, lay down on fire, you're able to kind of bob and weave your way out of it, but that's a lot of fire. Now someone on the player side can go.
Sorrel's gonna go.
Okay.
He's gonna move up. He's gonna move up on to Tavel's position and fire the photon or the plasma bow bolter.
Okay.
The lead ensign with the idea that hopefully it will continue on to hit the other 2 ensign below him.
Okay, so you're going to be right about here.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. First thing first, get me that fitness con on difficulty 2 check.
Fitness con difficulty 2.
Because you are running on a hostile planet in EVA suit. It's a workout.
I'm not good at this. I'm going to give you 3 threat for this one. That's why I did that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll the complication to start off. Okay.
He's got that.
Got that taken care of. Yep. I guess I'm just gonna fail at this.
I will allow you to.
Whatever.
I'll allow you to
Succeed a cost?
succeed a cost.
Okay, good.
And the
But you're
cost.
shooting yourself with a bow.
Nah.
I haven't even shot yet.
No, I'm gonna say you trip and fall and skid across the ground down a little bit. 3 challenge dice. Yeah, just 3 challenge dice. 2 damage. You take 2 stress.
Okay. Got it.
1 stress because you're in EVA suit.
Okay.
So you kind of trip, fall, and kind of scuff your knee a little bit, but you keep going.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fire then.
They are within medium range. I'm gonna increase the difficulty in this because you haven't really had time to practice with this newfangled weapon.
I haven't.
Diff 3. Travell is kind of close. Complication 2.
2.
And control security.
Control security.
But if this goes off, this can be fun.
What was the diff? 3?
Diff 3, comp 2. Let me draw that up.
Take all the threat.
Just full threat dump 6.
Full threat dump 6.
Sweet. Sure can have fun with that.
That's why I did that. I was gonna have to reroll one.
I have to ask how you're doing the reroll.
How are
Sorry,
you
I
doing
got
through one?
Bold.
Your bold is for
security?
your. You have to have your discipline.
It's gotta be by discipline. That's
Yeah.
Yep.
It has, if you have bold science, it has to be science.
Okay. All right.
Bold
Makes
is not
clear.
a universal thing.
Not a universal thing. Okay. Well, then I have not used my determination, and I will use that to reroll.
To what value?
That's a good question. Every problem has a solution.
I'll accept that.
All right.
There's definitely a problem here.
And I lost that determination, so that's it for the determination. All right. Well, then that's a success.
All right. And do you have the stats on the bow? Do you,
So what I've got is that it is security +4, accurate and intense. For every effect that I roll, the arrow travels an additional zone behind the initial target, dealing half damage until it runs out of zones or it hits an impenetrable barrier.
okay. So go ahead and roll 4 plus your security.
Right.
And yeah, should have mentioned that with accurate. If you do the aim minor action, you could reroll, but have to take the minor action. You have to call that beforehand.
Fair enough. I'm learning. All right.
Yeah. Do you want to reroll?
Yeah, I do. I really do. Can I reroll?
1 momentum. You can reroll those as many challenge dice as you want.
Yes, I do wish to reroll those.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Much better. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and damage. With the 10s, 1, 2, 3. And it goes an additional 1, 2, 3 zones. So with just one shot of the arrow, you're kind of clumsy in the EVA suit, but you manage to pull back. As you pull back, like the stream in the air electrifies and it makes a plasma bolt right there on the bow. You release it, and it just charges through 1, 2, 3 Tholians straight in the chest, and they explode.
That was cool.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next?
I would like to try to hit the ensign that is right here with my hammer.
Okay. Still have to run up to get them.
Yep. Yeah,
So fitness con, div 2.
it's gone. Let's just go ahead and give you a threat.
That's not going to come back to bite you in the butt.
What? Why? Threat doesn't come back to bite me. It's when my allies get complications that it comes back to bite me.
One time. That was one time.
You nearly killed me. I will not let that go.
Having realized Fox is extremely petty.
All right. You're able to run up in melee range. Oppose daring security.
Yeah, it's time to use his hammer in close range.
It's hammering time.
Yeah. I have a
Against
focus.
Tholians. You know
I
how
have
good
a focus. I have a focus in hammer.
you actually spent the arc on hammer. I forgot about
that.
that.
Yes, I did.
And you're going against a Tholian. You know how good Tholians are in melee? Not really.
Yeah. Do you know how good I am in melee? Very good. Remember what happened before?
Fox also has a focus in any carpentry he has to do with that focus and hammer.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yep, I'm going to
oppose daring security.
let's go with getting 4 die. So take 3.
I'm just gonna take that.
Onwards and downwards. You're gonna need it.
Mara.
Holy heck.
Yeah, that's how good Tholians are in melee. They are not designed for. That is a heck of bonk.
They should have thought.
Yeah.
They should have thought ahead on this one.
Hold on. I have something for this. It's on the stream, but.
Time for the pain. Here we go.
Oh, come on. And my phone, all sorts of messed up. There we go.
It was at this moment that he
one
knew
squashed the land.
he fucked up.
Okie day. So that is 6 momentum. And heckin' ouch. Is that right? 5?
That's 5 and 5.
I forgot. Yeah, this thing's brutal. Oh, when it's focused on one person. It is not yeah, you just shatter this thing. You bring the hammer down and it shatters like glass.
That spider got squished.
That spider got squeezed.
He's just looking at the next one in the line.
You're next.
Vera. Actually, let's go with either Daiba or Rust.
Ross can go.
You hear the sounds of fighting from the other side of this canyon.
Is the runabout's trashed, right? Not viable.
Runabout's absolutely trashed.
Okay.
Runabout's trashed. You're barely likely to get yourselves out, but there's nothing recoverable from the runabout.
Okay. Let me see. How high are these canyon walls?
About 100 feet. With proper climbing gear, you can scale it fairly quickly.
I'm assuming we probably have some kind of maps of this area from scanning it and all that, right?
Yeah, you have a general idea. You can either directly scale this wall. You would have to spend momentum to get climbing gear, otherwise it's impossible. Or if you go down here, you can loop around and get them, but that is at least a 10-minute run in an EVA suit.
Can we backtrack to the north, away from the fighting, and get around to the back of our group there?
Same idea. It would be about 10 minutes to loop around.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to risk anything with engineers and med techs and all that. We're not made for that, so we'll take the safe but slower way back around.
Safe but slow way. Go ahead, fitness as con. You're running a long way. No, not presence, fitness. Fitness con, running a long way, and EVA suits. And let's do that. And a couple more of these. And some of that. Let's add some spicy mustard to this.
Wow, walking's that difficult. Difficult will climbing be?
Well, firstly we have to spend and a momentum to have climbing gear available. Again, fitness con. About diff 3, e comp 3, maybe. It'll be about equivalent, but it'll be faster.
All right, we'll go ahead and do that then.
You're gonna climb?
We'll climb. We'll spin the momentum and climb.
All right. Yeah, just one momentum. You can have climbing gear available. You can spend 2 extra momentum to increase the quality of that climbing gear. So you have like more tools available. You have pitons and hooks and all that stuff.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right. To climb, fitness con, climb a cliff, an EVA suit. Climb cliff, EVA suit. And you're trying. Yeah, I'm gonna boost that up because you're trying to do this fast. And there is a complication of climbing in EVA suits.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a lower difficulty than what you said before. That's why I switched.
Adding up all the traits of trying to climb in an EVA suit, and you're trying to get it done quickly. So riskier road, but you'll be able to get there like now. If you take the other one, you have the chance of, you can't succeed at the run, but you're going to be exhausted. So what if I land 2 by sea?
All right, plan C. Ross to Gungnir, are you in a position to beam the medical engineering support team out?
As of this point, yes, Gungnir, there are no immediate combatants in your area. So, Calder, you can respond.
This is Calder.
Captain, this is Ross. The runabout has crashed. We've had 2 serious injuries, and we're stuck in this canyon. I think the best thing to do would be for us to beam back up to the ship. At this point, it's going to take a while to extricate ourselves out of this otherwise.
Yes, GM?
No, wait, never mind. I thought that the dampening field would be over this whole area, but you guys did manage to beam in right here, so you could transport here from here. But you'd have to activate your team directly in that spot because that's the only available beam-in spot in this canyon.
I mean, can't you just use the Gungnir transporter to just beam there?
Runabout is trashed. It is gonzo. There was nothing left.
Yeah, the Kraken took it out and it crashed.
Yeah, it doesn't have power. It doesn't have structure.
It survived in a hull, but that's about it. There's no actual systems operational.
You might be able to make a nice tent out of it.
Yeah.
That might be a Magas because we're about to do a full impulse burn to try and prevent the Tholian tarantula from going to the anomaly device.
All right, understood. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and hoof it out, but we're not gonna rush.
Okay. If you're not gonna rush, you can take that difficulty 2.
I mean, a quick thing. Would us beaming off up be take a lot of time?
It's just 2 transporter rooms. You'd have to cycle your shields. Also, the Achilles might have like a couple minute head start on you.
Okay. Also, I think our ship is faster.
That's 10 for now.
All right, transporters it is.
Yeah.
Instead of rolling for this, 2 momentum and sacrificing your turn, we can transport this over.
Whose turn?
Like the turn of the Gungnir, or getting to the tarantula fight.
Okay.
And with that, the Gungnir drops opposite shields, transports the crew, the relief team aim over into a more advantageous position, and the Gungnir pops the shields back up and goes on a full impulse burn. Which, no, we'll get back to that in a moment. Let's see. I see you guys. You're all in here. I don't like you. Everyone, fitness and security, difficulty 3. Except for Fox, you're kind of out. Fox and Vera are out of range.
Okay, running into melee.
Is the difficulty reduced any by one of the cannons not firing on them?
Yes, it would. Diff 2. Not as many mortars being fired.
Take a threat for Diver.
One momentum generated. Sorrel, how are you making this roll?
What roll am I making? Sorry, I step back.
Sorry, fitness, security, difficulty E2 to dodge mortar fire.
Fitness, security, that's my best kind of rolls. I'm so glad. Okay. Dodging mortars.
I think I have that as a focus.
You know? Can Gyro help me dodge mortars with his sensors?
Yes, but there's a possible increased complication. So
I'll take increased complication.
increased complication, decreased difficulty.
Okay.
Because Gyro might be able to do some calculations for you, but Gyro would have to be in the line of fire.
Gotcha. Okay. Choose a normal. Objective 2. I will, not really my things. Fitness, secure. Yeah, no. Okay, so I'll give you 3 threat. No, sorry, I'll give you 2 threat, 1, and spend 1 momentum.
2 threat, 1 momentum.
Huh.
And that was brought down to diff 1 because Gyro helped, so 3 momentum generated. You passed. Razix. How are you making this roll? I believe it was Calder who's running him.
Okay, what does he need to go?
Fitness security diff 2. To dodge mortar fire.
Okay, 1 to get momentum for 4 dice. He won't have any focus.
Generate 1 momentum. You managed to dodge the fire. Oh, and that was 1 too many. Rust. There's bombs overhead. How are you getting out of this?
I will spend 3 momentum to duck behind something mortar-proof.
You can spend 2 momentum and to give yourself an advantage and make this roll easier.
Sure.
2 momentum. There happens to be a rock nearby, so you don't have to dive as far. It's difficulty 1. Womp womp womp.
One sec.
Still have your
Diba, and Tavel. Oh, I believe you haven't made this roll yet. He was running Tavel?
Bill Ross doing things.
Oh, that's me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was Ross. Again.
Fitness security. Much better options here.
That is a miss. It was difficulty 2.
Yeah, I don't think she's got any. Yeah, no values or.
This is why activating your NPCs is helpful.
Or having advanced team dynamics.
Yes. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. 1. That is 5 damage. I'm gonna spend and 1 to reroll.
Ross, did you say she has nothing? She was activated in the session with Fox, but so she should have something.
Nothing on the sheet.
6, 7, 8. 8 damage. And that is super intense. 8 damage -1 because you're already wearing suit, so 7 damage. And this is super intense. That is 5. So 7 threat or momentum to stay up.
7 each?
Yep. You just got hit by super intense fire.
Sometimes it pays to be the melee guy.
Also, sometimes pays to roll dice when he scores are low.
You should buy dice regardless if you're getting bombarded by mortars.
Yeah, apparently should have. Okay, Ross and Tavel will give you the ungodly amount of threat.
I mean, you don't have to. You could just hit the deck.
Then we'll hit the deck.
It's up to you, but if you want to give me 14 threat to stay up.
When we say hit the deck, what exactly do you mean there?
You take the injury and you take the injury. You are hurt. You're unable to take actions, but you're basically on the ground and hurt. On the ground injured. This is a non-lethal injury, so the injury will go away at the next scene, or someone could attempt to heal you. And it also means that if I want to hit you, I would have to spend threat to make a lethal attack.
We'll hit the deck.
Another fun thing, because this is a freaking mortar round, it is plus 5 difficulty to heal you. Because you got, you basically took a mortar nearby and you were thrown across the surface of the planet, and you're tumbling across the ground.
So can we change back to the threat then?
You're not dead. You're just really hurt. You can't do the threat.
Yeah, I'll give you the threat.
For both characters or just one?
For both.
Okay, that's a gamble I didn't think you would take.
Wait, how much threat was that?
It was 7
14 threat.
each.
Yeah.
Because it's intense.
Okay.
It's intense is +1 threat, +1 on threat or momentum to stay up per effect, and that was a lot of effects.
Okay.
Okay, so things just got interesting.
I mean, my eyes are clearly off here. I'm seeing 35 threat. Can't be right.
Exactly the case.
Is it 3.5 threat? Is that what I'm saying?
No, we have 35 threat.
That's not even that much.
I've
Yeah,
seen
I know.
worse. I've sadly seen
Yeah.
worse.
And Fox is still standing.
I did like throw mortars at you, so that was kind of valid. Okay, so these two encampments fired mortar fire. They suddenly noticed this one isn't firing mortar fire. Vera, would you like to solve this situation?
Is it by solving it by firing back at them?
Yes. I'm assuming that's the thing you want to do.
I would like to fire at them.
I recommend firing at directly at one of the other mortar stations.
Yeah, that was my plan.
You know what? I'm gonna increase the complication because this was built for Tholian, and guess what? You were not. So complication 3.
Okie doke. Will first of all, can I use the focus skullduggery because I'm turning their own weapons against them?
Yeah, this is valid tactic. You're literally using their own weapons against them. This is very skullduggery tactic.
And then I will spend a determination to get the die, so the value the clever get ahead.
This is definitely clever.
And then you can also have 2 threat as a treat.
Huzzah! +2. That is a hit. Gain a momentum and so it is 5 plus your security score. So 9 dice. You have to hit enter. The sheet's weird. That's enough. Are you aiming at the lieutenant or the ensign on the far side?
The lieutenant. It's a little bit more dangerous.
As skaboosh, with thunderous noise and blinding light, you vaporize that encampment. Let's see. Nah, I'm gonna save my threat.
Yeah, I will then use the rest of my movement for the turn to dive out of the seat and go like try to squirrel behind some rocks because I figure a return fire will come.
You now got their attention. Fitness con on difficulty 2. And let's bump that complication in again because you are in a non-humanoid seat.
Alrighty, have a threat. Focus evasion.
Definitely. You're literally trying to evade. And gain momentum. You manage to dive out of the way. You are in someplace safe. For 2 momentum, you can have some cover.
Yeah. That sounds like a good thing to have.
You can have 3 challenge dice of cover.
Awesome. Thank you. That is all I've got.
This guy is regretting his life's choices. Sure, I'm gonna fire a fox. 2. Mistakes were made.
Oh, so many. First was waking up this morning.
Diff 2. I'm gonna say that it panicked and come on, internet. All right, I have asteroids. It fired along the canyon wall and blew a chunk out of it and caused a major cave in over here, blocking off this path.
There.
How? Oh, dare.
Question.
42.
Has Ross gone this turn?
No, he hasn't. Ross, would you like to do things?
Yes, please.
I have an idea, Ross, if you want to hear it.
Sure.
Use a direct on Vera.
You haven't. You haven't used your engineering officer ability.
Director to attack that other position.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay.
That
I will
way,
do that.
Vera, that way Vera can roll and you can assist her.
Okay, I will do that.
And I will still allow you to say you dove out of the way and have cover. But control security, difficulty 3, E for that shot.
Alrighty. 1 momentum, 2 threat. And still at the comp 3 for non-standard seat.
Nope, you managed to find a way around it. I was spending threat to make that non-standard seat.
Alrighty. I can spend a milestone to get a determination to re-roll that, right?
Yes. Has there been any time in the past adventures where you have fired a mortar or any sort of massive explosion on the ground or anything similar?
Yes, there was the time that I exploded. I think it was Captain Fred with grenades.
You did use grenades on Captain Fred. Grenades, mortar, same difference. I'll allow it. To what value?
My confidence is no. The best flourish when the stakes are high.
I think the stakes are pretty high now. I will allow it.
So I would re-roll the zeros, right?
You can re-roll the whole pool if you wanted.
I'd like to keep. Am I able to keep the ones if I want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the determination
I'll keep the
reroll,
ones.
you can scoop as many dice as you want.
God damn it.
Oh, come
The
on.
universe wanted them.
Okay, take a determination.
Okay.
Same value?
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh,
And
thank
Ross-
God.
And Ross still needs to roll a command presence.
Yeah, Ross, presence command for the direct.
Is that for 1 dice or 2 dice on that? Is it
1
an
dice.
assist
You're
or-
assisting. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On to 3. 2 momentum generated. Where are we? And go and roll that 9 challenge dice. Pew 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 pew. And you just vaporize that encampment off the map.
Yeah.
And with that, the canyon falls silent for the moment. I have to go use the little author's room, so I will be right back, and we will switch scenes.
Any tactics or strategy we want to discuss before we switch scenes?
For what, ground or space?
I imagine we're gonna be walking on to the Black Widow's fortification, stronghold, whatever she has.
I think that might be pushed till next episode. They might be trying to finish the space race to the subspace.
Oh, you think we're gonna flip back?
Yeah, I think we're gonna flip back.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think the base might need to be pushed back to next week.
Yeah, I didn't know how extensive it was.
Given how much we had to deal with between space and ground, there's just not enough time now to make a push on the base.
Yeah, I think he got a little excited and threw a bit too much into the episode.
I mean, to be fair, how quickly you dealt with the first wave, you kind of scrambled to get more things.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, it's fantastic the job he's doing. It's just sometimes the things you think take long are always seconds, and it's like reverse as well.
For me, sometimes it's always. Yeah, if I plan one session, it's 3. If I plan 2, it's 5. I mean, it's the way it goes.
Yeah, it always takes longer.
And from my experiences with combat, the big things go down quick. Little things are the things that give you trouble.
Yeah, it's that action economy.
Either way, it's fun.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't mind. Yeah. No, it's awesome.
I do love the combination of actual Thor, Fox, and Metal Gear Vera in this episode.
Yeah, Hawkeye Sorrel, man. We got the whole thing going.
Okay, I'm back.
We really are just forming our own version of the Avengers here.
We got it. We're doing it. that's why Ross wants that she can be part of the show.
He wants to feel special.
Yeah.
Like he's not already special enough.
Ross needs to become Iron Man.
I like it. We need more powered armor.
We're not getting it here.
All right, new scene. Going into space.
It is the final frontier.
Yep, let's have both ships go all ahead full and try and chase down the...
So, Patterson.
Yeah.
Reason science difficulty 3, assisted by computer or sensor science.
Reason science difficulty 3. Is it a sensor?
Sensor, yes.
Okay. So sensor operations. It's a focus. Yeah. Okay. Spin a momentum, take 2 threat. I do not have a way to re-roll that complication.
Okay, 1 momentum, 2 threat.
Oh, I guess we can quash it. Quash it with them.
you quash it. With the subspace cracking and gone, the subspace interference is gone. You are able to go to warp now.
Oh, if that's the case, we can fuck it up.
Captain, we can go to warp.
Okay, warp, I'll follow the Achilles lead.
Slight problem. The most direct warp vector is currently all webbed up, so you are going to have to pilot around the star system.
GM.
Yes.
Would you allow warp to say here?
Possibly. Let me count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, for 8 power.
Yeah, I can afford 8 power.
And it is a new scene, so.
Yeah.
And also you lose the thing.
I'm also no longer on fire, so haha.
And also, can't we also do a second warp here?
Oh, I don't need to do a second walk. I'm just shooting from where I fucking warped to.
Oh, okay.
Gungnir, that would be 10 power for you.
Okay.
I mean, do I take out the spinners?
If you take out the spinners, you can and take out the web, because the spinners actively need to be holding the web up.
Okay.
Up to you.
Yeah, let's roll 10 power, and I'll roll 10 Challenger dice.
Go for it. One, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 of those power back, so you only spend 6 power. And Achilles, do you have advanced warp drive?
No,
or
I'm
you
just flat out spending the 8.
You're just eating it. Awesome.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Zoom. With warp drive, you're able to jump into the relevant positions. These spinners are regretting their life decisions. You have to jump on them. Would you like to open fire?
I would, but would the Gungnir like to do something first? It's their game.
Calder? Gungnir?
Yeah.
You've warped into position. Would you like to go first in shooting things?
Yeah, Zogar will fire phasers. No, wait, launch photon torpedoes.
Photon or quantum?
I'll let LeFog decide.
We've used the quantum enough. Let's go with the photon.
Yeah.
And you are going for the area attack?
Yes, to try and hit both of them.
Alright, generating 3 threat just from escalating the situation to new torpedoes.
I think because of this being a new scene, I'll instead actually use a direct to assist.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just target their engines, just because.
Targeting their engines. And you have a direct to assist.
Yep.
And this is a phaser attack, so difficulty 2.
We're hitting with photons. Yeah.
Oh, photons, diff 3 then.
Okay. You could use some more threat. Take 3. Onwards and downwards.
Onwards and downwards.
Rerolling that column.
Turn a sad into a happy.
Very much so. Diff 3, so 4 momentum generated. You have some float off this.
Let's use this float for piercing.
Give me a sec. We still gotta go flip the ship.
Freaking hell. Alright, go ahead and roll that damage. You might need to spend it on piercing.
Yeah.
Because these are runabout size.
Boom.
Yeah, we also did... Can't we do area with photons?
We already had piercing
Oh, okay.
Yep, so...
because of precision.
Piercing one, so, yep. Exploded at that, and exploded at that. The web is destabilizing.
Okay, and should we spend 2 of our floats to give Pen, well, to keep the initiative?
Yeah, let's let the Achilles start blasting at the tarantula.
Yeah.
And you have one more float. What would you like to do with that?
Can we give Pen a advantage?
Depends on how it goes. What you thinking?
What do you think, Fock?
I'm open to suggestions from the peanut gallery. I'm blanking at the moment.
I mean, you could spend 2 to create the advantage of maybe the other spinners, due to the fact that it's destabilizing so one-sidedly that they lose a turn.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll accept that.
Oh yeah, Pen, it's time to murder.
And it is time to murder.
Well, if I must.
I'll let him off his leash again.
So I will.
Lost that tarantula.
I'd like to spend a momentum for a 3rd die
Okay.
for Tachaban. Starship Sharpshooter to reduce difficulty.
Yep. They are within 2 range bands of you.
And this will be a targeted on their engines with a full spread.
We're going torpedoes again?
Yep, I'm making sure I do at least 9 breaches.
You can certainly try.
I'll reroll the 0. I'll reroll the 0. And the kills.
Alright, so diff 3, 4, so 2 momentum generated.
I'll spend 1 to reroll the 4. So that's piercing, vicious, and devastating.
Rude.
So that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 with 5 piercing, I believe.
where's the... There it is. My tabs are so small, all that, you know, all my... I used to say Tholian, 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 Tholian.
That's where they should say dead, destroyed, gone, goodbye.
All right, so that was 13 damage total.
Yes, and 5 piercing.
All right, so that needs to be a 4 resistance. 13 minus 4, that is 9 damage. I still kind of have shields up.
Yep, but that's still 2 breaches.
Yep, because high yield and 5 more damage. And
the spread.
So half of 13 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
With 5 piercing.
6 damage, so that is 5 more damage. And shields are down, and high yield, that is 5 breaches.
And devastating.
7 breaches.
Oh, shoot.
dead
I didn't completely one-shot it. Shucks.
Shucks.
I'd like to spend 2 momentum, please, to Swift.
I mean, no.
I mean, shouldn't Arthur face a goal of the 7 breaches?
Here's the thing. That's not a named ship.
Oh, never mind then.
I'd like to spend... So it would be diff 4. I'm bringing it down to 3 with sharpshooter.
And we're doing torpedoes again.
Correct. I'll spend... I'll spend a 3 momentum.
Sure, just dig that hole.
I'll reroll 1. I'll reroll the other one.
All right. 4, 5 on a diff 3, so 2 momentum generated.
And I'll say I'll target the weapons this time.
Yeah, roll the damage. They have no shields.
I'll still spend to reroll 4.
Now you got it. As you manage to ruffle stomp the tarantula. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And where's this one? Why do I have all these weird things on my... Alright. I'm gonna have to reroll. Reload. I'll roll 20 because I'm getting weird artifacts on the screen now. Alright, after that massive threat dump. And I lost all of my pre-made 8 sheets.
Hope you don't still need them.
I do. Not 1, but 2 tarantulas has come out from the sun. And they're gonna get first fire. where's the sheet? There it is.
God, this session's taking longer than I expected.
My fault. I need to realize that for our Star Trek games, I need to like just do one cool thing a session, not 3.
I'm good, man.
I mean,
so much fun.
so say if you need, or if people need to go, you can just say end the session. Gungnir can do other things, and you just say the Achilles is holding off the tarantulas by itself.
But I have all this threat. I want to use the threat.
It's fair.
I mean, I'll blow up some more tarantulas.
Look, I taught my classes today. I'm good. Let's do it.
You know what? Let's. All right, so we have the tarantulas. Let's spend some more.
Oh, shit.
Couple weavers. There's in as well. And the thing I should have been in doing this entire time. 3, 4.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more debris?
Potential debris. All right, totally gonna focus on this and that and I get one of these back because I get a free D20. And this is going to be a control engineering difficulty. All right, difficulty E5, calling the shot. And we got it, and let's see.
Wait, you attack with engineering?
Yeah, because this is a hacker. 4 and 5. As your communication channels are open and you're talking into each other, all of the sudden you get hiss and static, and your communications channels are disabled. And it is slowly infecting other systems.
No, not a widow virus.
It is a widow virus.
Patterson is going to try to lock out the Gungnir's computer systems.
Difficulty. It is difficulty 5.
And as an advantage, using Sorrel's notes on having dealt with the widow's virus on the shuttle several sessions ago.
You have previous experience, diff 4.
Okay.
And diff 5.
Did you just spin threat?
You just spent it
Yes.
to bump it up again.
Fair enough. At least I made you spin some threat. That's all right.
And
But
now.
And here, take it all
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
All right.
I spent 30 threat in 5 minutes. No, 41 threat.
So yeah, so I'm spending all the threat for 5.
All right.
Reason science, I assume.
Reason and science or engineering.
All right. That looks like we got it.
5. You manage to. You have an idea of how to cordon out off some of the subsystems and keep it from getting through. You can increase the quality of this. You can increase the quality of these firewalls with 2 threat or 2 momentum.
1 and 1.
All right. It was already difficulty E5. iVirus, you just erected difficulty 5 fire. Airwall plus 1. So it has so the virus has difficulty 3 A to jump from one system to another. I swear that math makes sense somewhere.
Maybe create an advantage and send it to us.
Because Achilles has to do the same role. Would you like to spend to create that advantage? Or try to send it to them?
Yes, would like to communicate with the Achilles and send the favorable or the information on the Widow's virus and how it operates.
One problem: your communication systems are currently inoperable. You've just You've coordinated it off, so you're gonna have to find another way to speak or fix your communication systems.
Can we use Morse code with our ship lights? Is that a?
I mean that's a way of communicating. Without
it's
radio.
a way of communicating. So comms are down. But
Use gyro.
gyro's on the gyro's on the planet.
You could attempt to repair the. You could attempt to make comm systems operable.
Okay, so let's attempt a repair.
Because they're not gonzo yet, but control, engineering.
And we have left for this, right? Is that for the
Yeah.
engineering role? Yeah.
Yeah, you have left for it. And that will bring your communication systems at least functional. Oh, but there might be some other issues with it. Difficulty 5, if you hit it, would completely remove the virus from the communications array.
Your call, Rost.
Sure, do it.
Div 5. Spending 2 threat for raisins.
So I guess left has got to do this one.
Yeah, left.
Yep.
And all that you need.
The Gungnir, can the Gungnir assist on this roll?
Computers engineering. At least for now. Where you still have computer systems.
Do you want to roll that, Ross? Or you want me to grab that? Someone
I'm finding left right now.
Okay, I'll grab the Gungnir.
I'll give you 3 threat for 4 dice.
Are we going for the diff 4 or the diff 5? You have to call it beforehand. Diff 4 will get our systems functional. Diff 5, I would remove the virus from the system.
I guess let's go for diff 5, and so a 5th dice would be 3 threat.
Yep.
Additional. Right. So 6 total threat for 5 dice.
Can the ship's trait of Frontier Defender work?
Actually, I would accept that.
So
How will that affect the roll?
make that difficulty back to 4.
And Left has a focus in subspace communications. Would that help, since that's the source of the infection?
You are trying to fix the communication systems.
Shazam.
Boom.
Generate a momentum. You have communication systems. IMS open. And
Patterson
four
will,
with a roll
will
of
transmit
6.
the information that Sorrel has the computer system on the nature of the Widow virus and how to counter it.
This will have to be a roll. Presence or reason, depending on how you want to go about this. Science. Difficulty 4. 2. Yep. As you are trying to send highly difficult or highly specific. Yep. You're trying to send highly specific detailed information across space.
So does I would assume that Patterson's talent and computer expertise would apply, which gives him a bonus D20.
Yes, it would.
Okay. So that's a 3. No. Sensor operations apply as a focus.
No, it would not. I'm looking for computers, error code, or teaching even.
Yeah, it doesn't have computers, strangely enough. Got the talent, but not the focus. Alright, is what it is. Let's go. I'm gonna head just the 4 because I'm trying to avoid comps. So one additional 1 threat to get the 4th die.
It would be 2 threat to get the 4th dice.
Oh, to get the 4th die. Okay, 2.
Yep.
Good. Yep. Complication range is 5. Jeez. All right, we're gonna roll a comp here. I just don't see how we're not going to, but let's do it.
Oh, what's the worst that can happen?
Oh, what
no
the not? Or just do it. Or just freaking do it.
Come on!
No comps for you.
No. Communication engineering.
Patterson rocks it.
Communication engineering from the Gungnir.
I'm afraid to roll that.
I'm afraid for you to roll it too.
I'll do it.
Comp.
The ship suddenly decides, no, I'm all right.
No, not a comp. How about another momentum?
Yes. Meanie. All right. All right, fine. I'll spend the threat then to make this happen. Achilles, please, you get a information that looks like details of a computer code. However, it is garbled somewhat. You have to take
fantastic.
Yep, it has been scrambled somewhat.
Yay.
Unfortunately, it's not that much.
So what do I need to do to unscramble it and implement it?
To unscramble it, difficulty 3, reason or insight engineering, assisted by computers. Engineering.
I'll have Penn do that himself. Would you allow the focus in mental prowess?
I'll take it.
And due to the mental imaging talent, any roll that's concerning reason, I get a free reroll.
Sure.
Sweet.
So I'll just give you a momentum for a third die. And I shall reroll. Come on, ship.
Yeah.
You managed to make sense of the information. It looks like as it was being transmitted, someone was sending an interference signal along your channels.
Am I able to implement it?
Yep, control engineering and difficulty 5 makes this possible, and computers engineering.
Yay.
It's the complication standard.
So, GM, I'm going to roll 6 challenge dice.
Oh, you're doing this thing. That metal.
Oh, you get 5.
Okay. Cool, I'm gonna sit on that.
Focus in lead by example because I'm doing it.
Precisely, yes.
Would you allow for a play for either daring or reason?
Yeah, I can allow a reason on this. Trying to implement a antivirus.
Perfect. If that's the case, it's a reason-based task. I get a free reroll.
Yep.
Well, okay.
Womp womp.
I mean, there's still things I can do. Don't get ahead of yourself, kiddo.
What would you like to do?
I am considering.
Got a determination or something like that.
No, but I could probably burn a milestone.
Have you dealt with a hacker before?
No, but I've done engineering shit.
something with computer coding?
No, but I'm also considering the fact that I've got NPC crew members and no actual engineer.
Somebody dealt with that on that ship. Come on.
Let's see, what are your directives for this mission?
We're trying to deal with these people. That's a straight up directive.
Directive of apprehend and the Hulk and any of his allies. This is an ally of the Hulk.
Yeah, does it look like I may have to challenge or do something like that for determination?
Yeah, standing in directives are prime directive, seek out new life forms of civilization, and continued development and protection of the Silk Road and the colonies.
I mean, I could technically go against Directive 3 because that's not going to be happening much longer.
Actually, no, you can just invoke Directive 3 because you're trying to get rid of a threat of the colonies.
Okay, I'll do that then.
I'm being nice.
So I'll reroll 4.
I didn't even increase the complication range.
I still have a single reroll. Give me a minute. So the ship would be computers engineering. Let's see what that does. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days.
It is one of those days, apparently.
Got it.
That'll do.
That will do. If one
Sure.
despair-
Final dice. Yeah. Fuck you.
As you dug into that. Hold on one moment. Finally got cold enough. I had to close my window. And I'm gonna say during all that at kerfuffle. No, actually, it's gonna be these guys. One of the Tholian and tarantulas has slipped past you and is heading towards the planet, or heading towards the moon with the subspace destruction device on it.
Kind of getting annoyed with these guys now. And you said comms are open now, correct?
Comms are open. Your comm systems appear to be working. Whether or not someone's listening is a whole different story.
Is it possible to open a wideband frequency to all Tholian ships?
Absolutely, yeah. That's not even encrypted.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Channel open.
Tholian vessels. This is Captain Pend of the Achilles. You're in violation of Federation law. You are fired upon Federation vessels inside of Federation space. Now, you have 3 options. Well, I'll keep it simple for you. You have 2 options. Surrender or flee. This is the one warning you're going to get. Do not make me ask again. And I'd like to get to try and convince them to stop what they're doing or fuck off.
Calder, do you have anything to say on this?
I'm not opposed for a stand down order.
I was more asking if you wanted to assist or lend your weight to the words.
Yes, I will assist. Assist because I am pretty much in charge of this section of the Silk Road. Oh yeah, Pen, take my determination.
Oh, thank you. First off, I'd like to try and pull on some of my traits.
Okay.
I keep getting my determination back.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Was that the 3rd or the 4th time? Because that's been pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, it's like the 4th time.
Yeah, that's the 4th one.
Wow.
Just wait. As soon as we reach reputation, I'm just gonna go all 20s.
Yeah, so you've seen it in games we've both played in. I have been in a conflict and convinced opponents to stand down, correct?
Yep.
So I'd like to pull on the trait of tried and tested. I've tried it, it's tested, it works.
I will accept that.
Will you allow the trait of commanding presence?
Yes.
With the trait stalwart assist.
Yes, it would. Fine then.
So, I'd like to spend 1 threat and 2 momentum, please.
I'm pushing this back up to 4.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll like to spend my 2 woohoo peace medals to bring that down to difficulty 2, please.
Gur you. No, I don't want to surrender.
I'll just re-roll that 18.
You don't have to surrender. You could just run.
You want the ship as well? 1 sec. Communications command.
Hmm.
So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. No, it's just a 10 successes.
On a div 2.
Yeah.
There's some float there.
Their airwaves are dense with silence. Moment of consideration, and suddenly, and I hope this works because everything else on my mic has been broken today. But
Federation vessel, we will leave ether space, but no, we will remember.
And they warp off.
Nice. Was that clownfish, by the way?
Huh?
Well, we're using clownfish, the verbal, to get that.
Oh, the
verbal
voice
prod?
mod? No. Oh,
Yeah.
it was actually. No, it's built into my Yeti mic.
Oh, that's sweet. Nice.
All right, you have 2 float.
Could we spend 2 to move these 2 away?
Yes. They leave as well.
Could we spend more to create a different type of advantage?
Sure. What type of advantage?
The forces on the planet stand down.
They do stand down because they've lost their fleet. That was 3 dreadnoughts that and they stood down. And with that, the ground forces are able to walk into the complex, and they find a Soul Tholian, and larger than the others, but not quite a queen status, and they surrender. You have captured the Black Widow.
The Black Widow surrendered. All right.
She is not a she's they technically they are not in the same room combat. They don't have daring, they have control, but they don't have focuses for it.
She was basically the oracle for their group, right?
She was the oracle of their group. Yeah, if you're in the same room as her, there's nothing they can do about it, because they're not meant for combat if they're not behind a keyboard. I suppose you're gonna want to have her computer files.
That's what I was about to get at. It's like Sorrel's gonna like elbow past her, start pulling up the data files.
Just zoom in on a very disappointed Fox with the hammer over his shoulder.
He's like, "This was supposed to be more awesome."
Vero will just come up behind Fox and kind of pat his shoulder.
Yeah, there's still the Hulk out there, Fox. There's still the Hulk.
Oh, Div 4, because you're still in EVA suits. But Comp 5's just coming with this.
Alright.
Veera's just like, don't worry, Fox. The Hulk will be a fight.
Control. Engineer. Too bad. Computers is a focus.
Yep.
5. Take all the threat. Yeah, take all the threat. That was nice.
You managed to get it without the computer cores burning themselves out.
There's 2 comps there.
Again, just the slightest. Bumps.
Oh yeah, you didn't get the comps.
Oh, I didn't. You're right. I didn't get the
You
comps.
do have 2 complications on there.
Okay. I can reroll. Wait, this is an engineering task, though.
This is engineering, not science.
You can just squash with momentum.
Yeah, we'll just squash with them. Yep.
No fun for you.
No fun for you. And with that,
Still the fist bump. Still a little bit of the fist bump.
slight fist bump. Such outrageous display of emotion.
Yeah.
And let's make a long story very short here. Where's my background noise? And with that, you have the computer banks of the Black Widow, and you manage to recover the subspace distortion device before the Tholians had a chance to destroy it. Thus, gathering the evidence that the subspace event that happened in about a week ago was a artificial event and an act of terrorism, and you've now secured the device that made that happen. And on the computers, you have you have a bunch of communications, and it's going directly to a very specific location.
Yeah, we do.
Would you like to know where?
Would so like to know.
No, this is the wrong map.
Is it in the Isosceles Triangle?
That damn isosceles.
Indeed. Just inside the no-fly zone. Just inside the forbidden in space of the Devil's Triangle. A whole bunch of communications were coming to and from this space and there. About
Says this is the evidence we need.
About 5 light years into the border of the Devil's Triangle.
Admiral Nea can't deny it now.
Exactly. And I know Penn wants a scene with me in the Gutty Room.
Yes, you can have that scene. And pinned. You come aboard the Gungnir.
Captain Calder.
Penn. Glad to see your assistance.
That's no problem whatsoever. It seems you are held up well enough.
Yeah, it's been difficult trying to deal with these pirates. A lot harder because they wouldn't allow me to actually go to where they are potentially are because bureaucracy and protocol.
I mean, it's understandable. The evidence wasn't completely overwhelming, and there are other ships in the area to deal with certain pirate issues. So I wouldn't hold it too against her. I mean, look at this situation. If the Achilles wasn't here, do you think this would have turned out as well as it did?
I probably would have been stuck with the choice of losing a good chunk of the ground team or losing the evidence of the device. Glad I wasn't able to choose between them.
Well, I'm glad you managed to get what you need. And I'm going to be honest with you. The fact that I was in the area wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on the Gungnir in case she did anything too out of step. As in, if you would have gone rogue, I was to cripple you and bring you back. Do you understand what that means?
Yeah. I mean, we kind of did because we almost broke the laws of physics to get to where we are.
That's a whole different issue, and you paid with that with the Kraken. Just saying.
And you're very lucky that you found what you did. Because if you hadn't, I would be bringing your ship back to Aegis, not under your command anymore.
Understood. The original reason why we were here wasn't because there was evidence, more that we received a message that this place was going to be a trap for for the Klingons that were here.
The Klingons which I've completely forgot to factor in, but they helped. I swear.
Yeah.
They helped in the back end.
I understand wanting to do what's right, helping your allies and stopping issues wherever you can. But that's one of the reasons why the Achilles was being called down temporarily back to the Silk Road, to assist with this issue. It wasn't something you had to run off and do yourself.
Understood.
But now, in the situation we're in, if with any evidence that you find from these computer banks and the evidence you recovered from the distortion device is enough for Naya to give the go-ahead, then I believe she'll also ask the Achilles to provide support, whether that's frontline or just helping out around the edges. That's yet to be seen. But again, don't just run off half-cocked when you have allies in the area.
Yeah, the reason we were here was because, well, this system was because I still had a favor from the Klingons and used that to see they could investigate this area. And then when we received the trap, we did go half-cocked to quickly get here and not finish all of the repairs. Just the structure damage.
Slight reminder, or Calder, are you dancing around and how you got the information that this was a trap? Are you specifically avoiding the source of that information?
Yeah, I am going to avoid.
Presence as command and versus insight command and opposed.
Okay,
No momentum will be generated off this.
give me a sec. I'm going to proc, I'm going to proc the Star-Cross and Declaration of Gallantry.
Alright, Star-Cross doubles your focus range. Range for which focus?
Leadership. No, wait, diplomacy, that's it.
Diplomatically withholding critical information.
Mm-hmm.
And what does Declaration of Gallantry do?
Isn't goal challenge dice equal to threat spent?
Thrustbend. Okay, yep. I just didn't quite remember or the name of that to the ability. Go ahead and roll your challenge dice.
Yeah, I'm getting 5 dice. So how much challenge dice is that again?
That is 6 challenge dice, and for every effect, I know get one. Three. So I only get 3 challenge dice or 3 threat.
So presence command.
Yep. Oh no.
Okay, spending a determination to re-roll that.
Yeah, you still have a determination train. To what value?
Better to deal with a problem now than later.
No. You are avoiding a problem now.
By failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
This is not in preparation of anything. You're kind of dealing with it hot foot. Unless you can sell me on that one. How is this preparation?
I don't get on Penn's bad side.
Have another value?
All I got is first one in, last one out, and no one likes a bully.
Hmm. Do you have... I'm not sure if there's anything about the directives. Yeah, this isn't regarding in mission objectives.
You know, I just gonna throw it out there. Mentioned it. The Department of Temporal Investigations did direct us to keep this stuff on the down low. So I don't know if that could be of help.
Yeah. Can the temporal directives work for this?
Generally, advantages are just basically like a free hit.
Yeah.
Well,
But you do have but there is a directive about not messing with the timeline more than you have to. Actually, I'll allow you to challenge the temporal directive, because the temporal directive, it would also cover in this situation, you kind of have an obligation to report this. So you can, so yeah, you have a determination reroll, all but it's challenging the temporal directive.
Okay. Well, so that is going to be rerolling 3 dice.
Rerolling as many dice as you want.
Yeah.
All right, that is 4. Penned. How do you want to take this insight command roll?
Well, I shall spend my medal to double my crit range.
Okay. Oh, 5 hits. Yeah, I forgot to read the... All right, spend the medal, double crit range.
So I'm gonna try some traits. You can give me a yes or a no.
Okay.
So tried and tested. He's clearly hiding something from a former intelligence operative.
I will take that.
Would you take commanding presence due to the fact that this is basically a what we're doing?
Yes.
I'll try one more, considering I doubt it'll work, but it'd be cool if it did. Head of Clan Shishre.
Remind me of Clan Shisharer. I know that's your Andorian mother's name.
So the Clan Shishre has been heavily involved with Starfleet intelligence and Section 31 for many generations, with Aslan being the former head of Section 31. So we are heavy into intelligence and people and deception.
That would be 3.
I said former member. Don't worry, guys.
It's former. He's clean now.
So I'm currently at 3. I'd like to spend a determination.
To what value?
If I'm successful, I'd like to spend it towards this seems like a teaching moment, because I've got something for it.
In theory, I will allow that. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So that means I'm currently at 5 hits.
Yes.
I give you a threat for a 3rd dice.
What? It has to be 2 threat because you spent
Oh
instrumentation.
shit! Yeah, I'll spend 1 and 1.
1 and 1. All right.
Yeah, because I spent the determination. I completely forgot that I spent determination.
Don't worry, Calder. You're not gonna get arrested for this yet. And if I think I know pens, and you'll be fine.
So that's 6. I'll re-roll 1. That's 8.
Okay.
He beat me, and if he incites, I will spill why I would lie, because
yeah. You can tell that he is hiding. He's dancing around and trying to hide the source of how he got that distress call, or the idea that this was a trap. You can call him on it. It pinned.
Graham, I know you're withholding information. I don't know what information you're withholding, but take what I'm about to say to heart, and really take it to heart. That if you are not honest and open with your allies, then you will find yourself alone. I am here to help, and whether you believe it or not, even Naya is here to help. You really need to start believing in the structure.
I will. I was to say this. It's not a reason I don't. It's not just. It is a reason that even L'Oreal, that even. Dang it! I got the Sung Android Tiger Squadron's name.
Myth.
Even Myth understands my reasons for not saying. Well, give me it within the info within me and my crew.
I'll let you deal with your crew however you see fit. But if you keep up this habit of keeping things from your allies and those who wish you well, then you're going to find yourself alone very, very quickly. And that's going to hurt your crew. The final call comes down to you.
Oh wait, I must think I could literally just explain what the first assassination attempt had.
Yeah, this is private below the table. It's not being recorded.
Okay.
So no one from the future is going to be able to read this report. Okay. Unless Penn decides to write this down in his journal.
Penn has a journal? I didn't know about that.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to explain, like if the information I have somehow gets written in a report, there is a chance that a temporal effect will happen and erase all my efforts. It happened before.
All I can say is, if you tell me, I will consider carefully and be honest with you. That's all I can do.
All the info that I have is just promise me that you'll keep it to yourself until we complete our objective. It's pretty much all we have is Cyril has been receiving messages from an unknown source that he doesn't know. Now that has been giving us some assistance. And if it is temporal and this report does get down, that person may cease to exist. And all the efforts that we have done could be gone, and the memory of what we know would be gone too.
No, you're dealing with temporal stuff. You could have just said so. Jesus.
I know. Just you know the butterfly effect. It's complicated.
Well, I've recently done some time travel about a month back, and on one of the initial assaults on Narendra, I was temporarily a captain of a timeship from the 10th Research Division.
And I'm apparently 10,000 years older than I should be.
Yeah, so listen, I know you're nervous that if something gets out, then it's going to go against you. But if you can trust me on one thing, if you tell the same thing to Naya, even if you ask her to keep it off the record, if you explain this and the information that you've got, she will help you. I can promise you that. And GM?
Yes.
I would like to use my teacher talent and create an advantage for Captain Calder.
What's the nature of that advantage?
I'm trying to offer guidance and advice to Calder that if he actually trusts Naya or his superior officers, that he will gain assistance.
I mean, I do trust Naya.
I will say a above game. This is slightly my fault as I've been playing with temporal mechanics and the flow of information and being dangerous. So Calder, don't feel bad for acting not like an officer. Based on how this game's running, you've kind of been doing the right thing. But
yeah, I'm not taking shots.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to play it in character.
Oh, I am too.
yeah,
I'm enjoying this.
yeah, and I'm kind of like, I feel guilty for setting up the situation, but this kind of makes sense. And at this point,
I mean,
Sorrel to Captain Calder.
yes, Sorrel.
Captain, at your convenience, I would like to meet with you.
Okay, I'll be down when I.
I guess
when I finish.
technically,
Aye, Captain.
To be honest, Pen, I was kind of following Naya's lead about not following the reports in case of butterfly effect.
Well, the more you inform her, the more of a helping hand she can give.
Understood. Is that it?
For now, yes, I'll remain in the area until you've got all of your crew back, and Achilles will escort the Gungnir back to Aegis for repairs.
I mean, we're gonna be here a bit longer because that move we did to get here kind of melted our warp coils.
We can drag you along.
Sorry about that.
I mean, it was under my orders, so not your fault.
Don't worry, I'm heading to Aegis anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I think with that, I'll quickly head to Israel to quickly do the to be continued scene.
Yeah. Is it possible to create an advantage so he gets a reroll with Naya?
Absolutely. Calder, go ahead and write down on your traits that you have a teaching moment. So one of us can at least remember this.
Okay. Yeah, me not.
But yeah, Pen will head back to the Achilles and get the tractor beam underway and begin moving both ships back to Aegis.
And last but not least, Sorrel.
Captain, you asked me to inform you if I received any further messages from our mysterious benefactor.
Yes.
I received the following message. Brace yourself. Things are getting weird. That was the sum total of the message.
Dun dun dun.
He's not wrong. Things have gotten very weird.
I mean, weirder than what we just dealt with.
Yes.
The benefactor, he seems to he has a focus in being cryptic.
And with that, we will end tonight's episode. Okay, so this was a one for the records books. How do you guys feel about that?
I loved it.
That was pretty good.
It was fun, but it's late.
Yeah.
Yep, it's 6:10 in the morning.
Oh wow.
Thank you, Finn, for hanging on for that long. I
No worries,
really need
bud.
to learn how to pace my plots and just do one epic thing at a time, not 3.
Hey,
I'm
as long as-
gonna remember that Patterson roll for a while though. That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty good.
Hey, as long as people enjoyed the session, that's all that matters.
And I finally got the microphone working. Originally I thought it was halfway through, but now it's more like a third of the way through.
That's better.
I'm still angry at that. Basically I think what happened was as my Yeti microphone got like a firmware or update or something, so OBS just forgot where my microphone was. And I had to,
that's understandable.
I had to repoint it at it.
Oh yeah, author.
Yes.
I found more info about the Pound RPG.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you pre-order the if you order the physical copy of the core rulebook, you'll get the PDF for free and early access.
Nice.
And by early access, I mean the early access started yesterday, so you if you pre-order now, you can get it right now.
Thing is that I have rent and I'm like behind 2 months on bills, so
I did not realize.
Yeah, that's something to consider, but
I did not realize.
No, you're fine. That's my own personal thing, but for all 0 people in the audience, and eventually sometime in the near future, I do want to run a Power Rangers RPG one shot just to give it a try, because of the 2 franchises that I love and have been formational to my personality and my morals. Even it is Star Trek and Power Rangers.
Also, funny thing is that the same guys making the same systems that's making the Power Rangers is also doing a Transformers in G.I. Joe 1.
I've heard that too, but yeah, if you were to write my character sheet, 2 of my values would be related to Power Rangers, 2 of my values would be related to Star Trek. That's kind of how I've come out.
Also, if you want to guess how the system works, you could also download the download the character sheets for free. A link to download the character sheets is in the descriptions of both the PDF version and the physical copies of the core rule books of it.
Nice. Well, given and that, we have learned some things about tonight's episode. We definitely have hard evidence now of where the Latin man is hiding. And next week we begin in our assault on his base. And you think you managed to pull this off without tipping your hand that you are on the way. So
that's good.
So, as always, we are thankful to Modifius for giving us this system. All music is by Kevin Macload at Incomtech.com. You can check out his royalty-free music there. I messed up my own thing. We're thankful for Modifius to giving us the tall ship. Yep, and Gene Roddenberry for giving us the stars to guide us. Until until next time, stay safe, fly true, and remember that your story, Area 2, is worth telling. Have a good night.